What's up guys, Barrett, and today I got this big old box. Let's see what's in it. I'm gonna use my knife I just got from Dad for Christmas. Whoosh. Let's see what's in this thing. It's big and I know I don't want to cut too deep though. There's a hint for what's in here. As you know, it's a Guitar Center haul. So everything I got in here was from Guitar Center. And it's also stuff I needed pretty badly. You know, after playing music for a whole year and gigs and stuff, it's you gotta replenish after that amount of time. Let's see what we got in here. The first thing we got is Remo heads. Let's see what kind of Remo heads we got. Nice. So this is the 10, the 12, and the 14 should be Remo heads, the Remo pinstripe. So here's the 10. And the pinstripes are great, man. 12. And this should be a 14. Oh, this is the snare head, actually. This is a control head. So this pack is really cool because it comes with the 10, the 12, and the 14. That's what these are, 10, 12, 14. And then you get a free Remo Control Sound X snare head with it. So these are obviously the heads I'm going to use for this kit because this kit needs new heads. This would be the 10 there. So this should be the 12. Cool. And then this would go on the snare. And then I'll have a head left over for whatever. It's always good to have heads, whether you're using them at the time or not. So I think this control sound will really bring out this snare. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the DW snare. I probably will put it on the DW snare the more I think about it. Who knows? That's the fun thing about heads. You can kind of put them on whatever drum you want and switch them out and all that sort of thing. So these are going to be the Ludwig, the Ludwig kit heads. And if you're interested in any of this stuff, guys, I'm going to have links in the description. So let's go to the next thing. Oh my gosh, more drum heads. Yeah, I went with a lot of Remo. I was an Evans guy for a long time. And I like Evans, but sometimes you just want to change it up, you know? I've been a ProMark guy for a long time too, so I've never actually switched from ProMark to anything else. Alright, so I have another Remo controlled sound head that I'm going to use on a different snare. Probably the snare at church. It's a Tama, whatever, snare. And probably going to use that on a snare head at church. It's a snare head. Alright, what else do we have in here? Look, more heads! Yeah, this is basically a drum head haul, guys. Basically a drum head haul. I guess I might as well call it that, drum head haul. So these are the G2 Clear Fusion pack. I went with Evans for this. This is going to go, it's the 10, the 12, and the 14. This is going to go on my Mapex kit. I'll just be honest with you guys, I've always used Evans on that kit, and I like the way the EC2 clears sound. Obviously these aren't EC2 clears, but they are G2 clears. So I went with the G2 clears. So here's the G2 10, the G2 12, and the G2 14. So I'm going to put those on my Mapex kit. Although right now I've only got the 10 and the 14, so I'll have a head left over for that kit as well. So I'll have 2 heads left over after it's all said and done. All right. And back to Remo. We'll see, this should be, I got some just ambassador heads. I basically needed new heads for all my snare drums, so I just got a bunch of snare drum heads and a bunch of tom heads. So this is just a Remo ambassador coated. You know, just the ambassador coated, if you don't know, is like the standard of drum head. It's a really, really good head. Really, really good snare head. And I promise guys, this is the last drum head. There's actually something else in here besides drum heads. So this is another Remo, and I'm pretty sure this is just another ambassador, because I got two of those. Yeah, just another ambassador coated head. So I will be able to rehead all of my snare drums that I use easily with all of this stuff. Right now I have an ambassador on my DW, but I might change it up. I might go with something different. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure that out. But I basically got two Control Sound snare heads and two ambassadors snare heads. Although this one's a Control Sound X. So Control Sound X, Control Sound, and then two ambassadors and a bunch of tom heads. Last thing in this haul. Well, dang, Guitar Center, it came out of the package all weird. It's alright though. Some ProMark brushes. Some ProMark brushes. Yes, sirree. They're called the TB5s. Like I said, I stand by ProMark. They're a great drumstick company. I have other videos about some ProMark drumsticks on this channel. But yeah, guys, the ProMark TB5 brushes. So they have the typical, you know, slide in and out sort of deal. So that's all the way out and then back in. We'll see how they sound on this DW here. Cool. Would I recommend these? I don't know. The main thing that I don't love about them is they have a really fat base. I'm not used to that for brushes. It's kind of weird. It's almost like you're holding a marching drumstick, but you're playing a brush. It's kind of different. You know, they're different. Interesting. Alrighty then. Well, I won't lose them because they're so dang big. So that's kind of a good thing about them. I'll probably use these at church more than anything else. Well, I mean brushes wise. That's what I'll use at church. So I should have looked at the. I should have looked at how these work. The TB5s are the ones that are full and thick like this. The TB6 are even heavier. Wow, that's crazy. I probably should have went with the Jazz or the Classic. Huh. Obviously, I didn't research anything about brushes before buying this. I just was like, hey, ProMark brushes sounds good. So, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. So, yeah, guys, that's it for the haul. Lots and lots of drum heads. Lots of fun retuning and drum heading going to happen here, and then some brushes because I needed them very badly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.